Hi Fuzzbutts. So, LaFreak here. I ordered Faun leggings from Chaos Costumes last year after I got a big paycheck from school. Work at school. My school didn't pay me. It did, but it didn't. Anyway, and they're finally here. And they're super, super soft. But they're way too big up here. I'm pretty sure I can fix that with no issue. But let's talk about these friggin' hooves. Oh my god. Ugh. These are massive. Like, legit. My hands are huge, but this is monstrosity. Like, they're gorgeous. It's a custom paint job and everything because I didn't want just white hooves. Like, unless you ask for a paint job, they just give you white hooves. I have to make, like, I have to put an elastic strap over the top of my foot to keep from losing my shoe because the hooves are so heavy. They attach via Velcro. So there's my lovely sock. Because it is recommended that you wear a sock with it to help with like padding and to keep the shoe on. Let's get that back over there. They are a little difficult to walk in, but I'm also not used to walking in a stiletto anymore. I've not walked in a stiletto since like junior year of high school. So this is a new experience, and my cat's sitting on my tray again. Keep us highly interested in the box it came in, but not really the leggings. They are a little awkward to stand up in, especially since I'm like squatting with how high these hooves go. Because these hooves are roughly like 2.5 to 3 inches off the ground. And they're made with a pretty decent sized stiletto, so it makes me even taller. My cat's still playing with the box. Ooh. I will be buying insoles to make the hooves more comfortable. Woo! So with this character that I will be wearing to IFC, I have to make horns yet. I need to order dreads. They're getting a little easier to walk in. It still tries to pop off my foot because of the weight of the hoof, but that's fixable with a thick elastic band, which I can get at Joann's and attach later. Sorry, I'm just trying to get used to walking in these, especially since like the leggings are too big at the top with the fur. So I'm like, I'm holding them up by the tail. I did pay a large amount of money for these because they are custom measured, custom paint job. I got the longer tail instead of the short one. Sorry, I'm doing this on my phone, so I'm like bobbling everywhere. But they are nice. They seem very high quality. It does kind of bother me that the legging part, this like really pretty dark brown, is only attached by like tacking it to the fur. It's like you can see my knee. And I don't know how I feel about that. I might put more tacks in it later to just like make sure they stay up, but I guess it's kind of like for ventilation at the same time. So I'm not gonna totally like stitch them to the legging. I like them. The fur part's a little too big, so I'm gonna have to take that in some, or just like add an elastic band to the top, one or the other. The tail is actually tufted, so it's kind of like a lion's tail. And all this fur is super, super soft, so it's really high quality. I believe the hooves are resin. I don't know. You'd have to go to Chaos Costumes and ask Blair. But the stiletto... Hold on, I'm trying to get off. There we go. Ouch. This is literally just a stiletto that they cut, like chopped and sanded off real good. Oy. And this is the bottom. Doing this one-handed. This is a rubbery resin type thing. And Blair does give a way to maintain this, especially when it starts wearing down. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that with like these back nubs, because there's like little divots here that I could do that with, which I'm pretty sure that's just like where they were molding it. But I'm only gonna add the hot glue now. Well, not now, but before con, because I know cons have very slick floors in certain places. And I've not been to the Indie Con Center in a long time, and I don't know if IFC's in the Indie Con Center. So I'm like back and forth with that. But I tried this walking with just the shoes on my kitchen floor, which is just laminate tiles. Holy hell. I definitely regretted that decision. I got to the counter and immediately turned around and like wobbled back. But I also wasn't quite familiar with the hoof yet, so I will probably just gradually get better at that. It is a little awkward to like undo the Velcro when it's attached to your body. But the brand of shoe she used, what I think they're called Deb. I've never heard of this brand, but that could also just be like a state local brand. And I've got really big feet, so it might be for like drag queens. So it's like, that works too. But yeah, that's them just by themselves without the leggings or anything. They are huge. I don't know how well you can see that, but I think they easily weigh like, it seems like 5 pounds each, but it's more like 2.5 pounds each. That's just a rough guess. I don't know how much they actually weigh each. I would have to get a scale for that. But yeah, so I just have to make a couple alterations to the fur part so that it fits my body better. Which I think I'm either just going to do a drawstring or put an elastic band in. They do zip up, so that's a big perk. So like, if I needed to just like let the band go, if I were to gain a ton of weight, they would still fit. But now that I'm not in the hooves, I can actually show you like how big these are. Because this, I'm not a small person. And this is ridiculous. But like, I'm very grateful that they finally got here, despite it being like almost a month and a half late. But yeah, they are very, very big. Obviously the leggings fit fine, because they're leggings and they're like some percentage spandex. And the base of the tail, because these are so big, it like droops and makes a weird like pouch in the back. And it's a wire cord tail, so I can like bend it around. And then it has stuffing around it to make it look fluffier. But overall, I like them. I just have to make a couple changes. And before con, I have to order a set of synthetic dreads for my dreadhawk. And I have to do my horns. And I think I'm probably just gonna wear like this or one of my other natural looking tops with it, because I don't feel like making a top this year. I'll make a top another time. But yeah, so that's my costume from Chaos Costumes. It's not bad. It's just late, and I'm not happy with how late it is, which I shouldn't be expected to be happy with how late it is. But it's here. I'm glad it's finally here, and I just have to get to work on the rest of it. So I will see all you freaky fuzzbutts later. Have a good day.